Hello everyone, welcome to another segment of intellectual brainstorming and academic excellence. My name is actually David Oni and my YouTube channel is actually David Oni Wiz. I want to use this medium to say a very big thank you, a sense of appreciation to our returning subscribers. If you are not actually subscribed to our channel, please, we beg you now, make you subscribe now, this channel has actually been edifying, it has actually been a mind-blowing channel. It has actually made a difference in a lot of people's life based on the testimonies we have actually been receiving from a lot of our subscribers and our viewers. Today we're talking about something unique, something different, something dynamic, something that will help to make a positive change in your life and the way you think about money. I'll be talking about those things that the banks will not want you to know. Something that has always been very secretive about banks, that averagely they will not want an average individual on the street to know about what the banks are about. Now, you see, when you talk about those things that the banks do not actually wanted you to know, is that some banks are there to make money because banks, they give out loans, they give out credit cards, they give out, mortgage and the rest of them from, mortgage financial institutions and the rest of them. So they are there to make money. Apart from making money, they are also savings institutions that are created for you to save money. Now, some banks make money actually from you when they actually give you those loans and they give you those credit cards, they give you those loan facilities and mortgages which you collect from them, and by so doing they are making money from you. So apart from the fact that they serve as financial institutions that receives money from you when you save your money into them, and they also serve as financial institutions that are created to reap you of your money when they give you loans. And making those money when they go into businesses or they invest in those stocks and the rest of them, individuals and group of people might be forced to go to banks to actually ask for loans and to actually ask for mortgages from them. Now, most people actually store this money in banks, like I earlier said, where they never actually generate any form of income. So if you are the kind of person where you are stacking your money, you are storing your money, you are building your business, your money empire in banks, and you are feeling that by putting that money in the banks, you are creating a stable financial future for yourself, I can bet you are not doing the right thing, because that money is not going to generate any form of revenue or any form of income for you. Because why? Your money is going to be given out by the banks to other people that needed that money as a form of interest. Do you understand now? So the banks are what are actually making revenue. They're making money. They are making money from you when they give out that money which you have stacked in their banks to other people that actually need that money to go into investment. So rather than putting that money in the bank, where your money will be given out to people that actually need the money and they'll be giving them interest in return by those people that are actually borrowing money from the banks, why not actually invest your money where you can get something at the end of the day? And that's what this platform is all about: to edify you, to educate you, to inform you, to open your horizon on the way or the perspective you think about money. So they make money from you when they give out your money as a form of loan to other people that actually needed that money. Because why? Those people that would actually borrow those money from banks, they are going to be paying interest in return to the banks. The saying there is that your bank makes money when you spend money, but you don't have that money in return when they don't give you any interest. You understand now? So when you borrow money from them, they take interest from you. So banks actually sells you credit cards, they give you loans, they give you mortgages, and they kind of give you all these things. And when they give you all these things, what they are selling to you is not profit, but they are selling you what we call debt. They give you debt. You understand now? So when you go to them and you collect that money, which you have actually collected in form of a loan to sort out one or two things in your life, you are actually engaging yourself in what I call debt. And what is a debt? Debt is when you sell your what? Your tomorrow's income for today. You understand now? Because when you collect that loan from them, you are going to pay interest in return. And by paying interest in return, you are what? You are selling to your tomorrow's income. That money which you are going to make in the future, or that money which you ought to have saved as a form of an investment for the future, is actually using what? In offsetting your debt. Can you see something there? You're actually using that money to offset your debt. So your income today is what you are giving as what? As a prerequisite for the payment of what? Of your debt, which is what? The interest you are paying to the banks. Do you get it now? So when they do this, banks are what? Are making money from you, and they are making you to be indebted by spending the money. So when you collect money from them, you spend the money, and when you spend the money, you pay interest back for the money you have spent by collecting money from the banks. So I think you can get the logic there. So when you borrow money from the banks, you are taking away your tomorrow's income. So that's why I will not encourage anybody to borrow money from the bank. But on the other hand, you can borrow money from the bank when that debt is a good debt. But when the debt is not well managed and properly, put into the right place, that debt, that money which you have, which is actually a good debt, will become a bad debt. Do you get it now? Will become a bad debt. So banks will encourage you, will motivate you, we propel you to come and collect money from them, to go into vacation, to buy cars, to buy expensive clothing, to buy those things that are going to become a liability, that are not going to have any kind of a value or add any form of values to your life. So they will encourage you, guy, come and take money. Will they give loan? Will they give a credit card? Will they give you debit card, all those things? Come and take the money. We will give you. But when you collect that money, what are you doing? You are actually indebting yourself by so doing. So that is why it is not actually good to borrow money from the bank. So by so doing, they give you the money to go into vacation, they give you the money to buy expensive cars, they give you money to finance those things that actually will become a liability to you. Do you get it now? Now, you don't have to do this. What are those things you don't have to do? You don't have to follow the majority. A lot of people are following the majority, they are following societal pressures, they are following the trend that applies in society today. By what? By following what other people are doing, because that is the societal trend. What is societal trend? Societal trends are what? Are those things that actually that the society embrace as a means of what is the value, or what is in the trend today in the society. So they will encourage you, come and take the money, come and collect the loan, come and take the mortgage. But when you do that, you are actually indebting yourself. Now, on the other hand too, you are following societal trends. And what are the societal trends? What are the modern things? What are the modern things? Cars, shoes, expensive wristwatch, going on vacations, showing off your cash on the internet and the rest of them. But deep down inside, you are living a fake life. You are heavily indebted to the banks. And I can bet you a lot of people, right from now till the end of this year, they might, if care is not taken, be indebted to most of these banks when they pay interest to these banks. So it is not always good. So if you need that money, it must be for a good purpose, not for as a bad debt. So you don't have to do what the society is doing. You don't have to live a life of debt. You don't have to live a life where you have to be paying back interest every time to the banks. You don't have to follow the majority in what to do. Now, if you look at the society in which we are today, a few out of the majority constitute the wealthy ones. And who are these class of people? They are the wealthy people. They are always in the minority. So you don't have to follow the majority and follow the societal trends, but you follow the minority that constitute what we call the wealthy ones, or the richest ones in the society. Because these people are the kind of people that would actually watch how they spend their money. They actually program their life. They actually tailor their lives. They actually follow what they call a budget. They are very consistent. They are very determined. They are very focused, and they are very hardworking, and they are very enterprising. These are the classes of people. These are the kinds of people you should follow in the society, not the majority, because the majority are going to, they are going to mislead you. They are going to misdirect you. So People believe that it's a normal thing that you have to be indebted. It is not normal. They will tell you, of course, you have to be indebted, you have to borrow money, that there's nobody that is not indebted. But I can bet you that you can live a debt-free life. You can live a life without a debt. It is possible. And how can you achieve this? You have to avoid what? Taking debt. You have to avoid what? Taking loans. I am not saying, get me right, that you cannot collect loan. But that loan should be for a good purpose. It should be for a good purpose. If the loan is the kind of loan that you are planning to collect to create a liability or to become a bad debt, or will eventually become a bad debt, then that kind of a loan is not good for you. Because at the end of the day, it will keep you to be heavily indebted. So it is time for us to invest. It is time for us to look into the future. It is time for us to actually save money for the future. And those that owns the future today are those that are preparing for the future today. So how prepared are you? You know? So it's also actually a societal trend that people, should live in debt, but that is not the normal trend. You can actually live a life without a debt. You understand now? So if you don't have anything that you want to do with that money, you don't need to take that money. Now, there are two classes of debt: good debt and bad debt. A bad debt becomes a bad debt when you are unable to pay up the debt again, or the purpose for which you are taking that money, you cannot achieve the purpose, then it becomes a bad debt. Then a good debt is when the purpose for which you are taking the money is actually being actualized. It is a positive result. But on the other hand too, a good debt can become a what? A bad debt if it is not properly managed. So if you don't manage that debt very well, it can become a what? A bad debt. And when it becomes a bad debt, you are heavily indebted. So take care of your debt. It is time for you to take care of your debt and look at your financial strength, your financial capability before you actually go for that loan or that debt you want to involve yourself in. So avoid luxurious life. Avoid luxurious life. Avoid ostentatious life. Avoid expensive life. Because those that engage in expensive lives, in most of the cases or in such situations, they always get indebted. So the bank's agenda is to make profit from you and keep you heavily indebted. So avoid those things that will become a financial liability or that cannot add value to your life. So you need to know, you need to take care of your future now. The future is very, very bright if you actually prepare for the future. So you need to know how to use the banks for your own advantage. So I'm not saying you should not save money in the banks, but on the other hand, you need to know how to use the banks for your advantage. The reason why a lot of people today get into debt is because they don't know how to use the bank for their advantage, and because of that, they find themselves in financial debt. You understand now? So you need financial education, and this is what this platform is all about: to create what we call financial education, to manage your future very well, and to become rich, and to live a financial freedom in the future, where you will escape debt, where you don't have to beg before you can eat. Now, most of the things I'm teaching on this platform is what I'm also applying, and a host of other people are also applying out there to make their life a better one. On this note, I'm going to end this topic on what those banks or those, the society does not want you to know on how to become rich, understand now. So I believe this topic has actually been beneficial, and if it's actually beneficial to you, subscribe now. I remain David Oni, and my YouTube channel is actually David Oni Wiz. Now, please leave a comment on how to serve you better, and don't forget to share my video to the wider society. On this note, I will say goodbye. Thank you. God bless you. Till we meet next time. Goodbye.